Welcome to the Trail Manners Podcast, the place where the trail community comes alive. I'm your host, Eric Manning, coming to you from the beautiful trails of Ogden, Utah, and connecting you to the trail, ultra, and mountain running community everywhere. Since 2015, we've been chasing dirt, vert, and stories that inspire, from epic adventures to everyday trail legends. So now, it's that time to top off your water, grab some cheese curds, and join us for this week's podcast where we take you deep into the heart of our sport. It's go time. All right, we're back. Part two. We already covered outerwear run shirts, run shorts, women's specific gear and apparel, and footwear on part one of episode 344. So we're still back. We're going to be talking hydration, nutrition, miscellaneous, which is a huge bucket, casual afterwear, some grab bag action, and what do you want? So again, the holiday gift guide, 3 awesome guests. We got the lovely Sarah Manning, not that no one else is lovely, but I have to, she's my wife. I can't say I'm another woman. We've got Alex and we've got Heidi. And before we go on any farther, we forgot to mention the beverages we have in front of us. My wife was kind enough to bring Alex and Heidi beverages, and so I brought my own. But we'll start. Sarah, what are you having today on the podcast?
I didn't pick yours because you're very picky. So let's preface it with.
Okay, keep going. What do you have?
I have got from Roja Brewing, which is in Salt Lake, Humba Bus IPA. So it's it pairs well with peace signs, hippie trails, and bumming rides, and it's pretty good.
We should have had that on the last episode, bumming ride. We had Decidin comment at the end of the last show when we talked about bumming rides, so that would have went right in.
Yeah, well, we're like just keeping the flow going.
Was it good? Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not done, but yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know if I would get it again.
Okay, well, There you go. So sorry about that one, anybody listening. How about you, Alex? You got one from the same brewery.
Same brewery, False Prophet Hazy IPA. Mine pairs with beef sticks, secret campsites, and flying brooms.
Okay, that last one kind of comes out of nowhere when you're talking beef sticks and campfires.
Yeah,
it's like a high school bonfire.
And Sarah brought me the Mystical Misfit from Mother Earth Brewing. It says the hops are Galaxy, Nelson, and Simcoe.
Simcoe is so good.
And it's quite tasty. I like it.
That's one of Eric's favorite
Simcoe.
breweries.
Oh, Mother Earth by far. And I've got a Mother Earth, and I had to special order 2 cases of this because Mother Earth never has her. This is the Ascent West Coast IPA, and folks, you know how I am a connoisseur of the IPAs. This is my all-time favorite as of right now of my entire life on this planet. This one here, and I'm sure they're going to quit making it because of that. So, yeah, I've got a few left, and it's my favorite.
I like that can too.
It's pretty solid,
it's
right?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, this is a fantastic one. It's just right amount of hops. You get that little bitter at the end in your throat, but it's super drinkable. It's a West Coast, but it's probably it's my favorite IPA. It's fantastic. So, all right, so that's what we have today. But we're going to jump into hydration. This could be like packs, handhelds, belts, bottles, all of that category, and it's a pretty big category now. And I just went on a run this morning with a friend of mine, Joel Hatch, and we talked about how the evolution of the hydration carrying system has almost come back around from the early days, and it's going to be fun. So, Heidi, what you got?
Okay, so my go-to vest that I wear, I don't think they currently make it anymore. But it was the Solomon Women's Specific Advanced Skin, but it was the shorter, like wider bottles. And I don't think they make that anymore. So I need to try, they still have a Women's Specific in the Advanced Skin, but it's just a different bottle style. So I maybe still need to try that one. So I might get one of those and try it, or I am willing to branch out and try new things. So the one I have my eye on to maybe give a whirl is the Osprey Dina 1.5. It's a women's specific. I typically like a women's specific vest. Where I have that shorter torso. The unisex usually don't. They just seem to me like they are too low on my waist, and the bottles kind of dig in and drive me a little crazy. And so I'm looking for a nice, like, shorter upper vest. So also, if anyone has any suggestions on those for a vest like that, then I'm open to suggestions, but might give one of those a try. So the Solomon, that one runs normally $165. The Osprey, they actually have it on sale right now on their website for $90. So I also feel like that might be a great time to just try it out and see. So I might do that. So that's for packs. And then occasionally, if I'm just going for a short run, I'm really not going to carry a lot of fluid with me or trail snacks. Really, I'm probably just taking my phone so I can get a cool picture, or just for safety. I'm going to use my Solomon pulse belt. It fits, rides super well. I wear it and I can just put my phone in the very back of it, like against my waist in the back, and that fits really well. And then also has a little zipper pocket in the front, and I'll throw my key in there and it works great. I also have on my list to go with the Solomon pack is the pole quiver. I have really liked that. It makes getting your poles in and out really easy. I've attached my poles other ways to the pack, and you can make other things work, but I do think the quiver is the most handy for me. That the quiver's $30. They sell out of those quite often. It's not in stock, which I think right now it's not in stock. So if you see it in stock and you have it on your list, just buy it when you see it, because it's kind of hard to come by.
It's the number one sold out item of the trail running world ever, I think.
Yeah.
Seriously. Anytime you look for it, sold out. Sold out. But then it's like, oh, we got more in. Sold out. Yeah. They make 7 at a time, or they're very popular. One of the two.
One of the two. And then I don't often run with a handheld. I will for a very specific situation. Either I'm doing a road run and I don't want to wear my pack. And then for that, I'll take a handheld, or I could maybe see it in like a certain race situation where it was a shorter interval between 8 stations or something, and you didn't, maybe just wanted a break from your pack or something. But often I don't really love carrying stuff in my hands. I like to have them available to, I don't know, just do whatever I need to do. I hate having my hands like stuck with something all the time. So I'm not usually using a handheld, but if I am doing a handheld, I have the Nathan Quick Squeeze Plus, and it's insulated, so you can keep your fluids cooler for a little longer. It has a little like pocket thing on the hand too, so you could like stick a key or even like a gel or something in there. And it comes in a 12 ounce or an 18 ounce, and you can get it ranging from either, if you get it on sale, or whichever size, from like $24 to $40. I also, sorry, I'm going to, one more thing.
No,
I feel like I'm just kind of going on here.
No,
but
you're good. I'll
okay.
wake the other two up in a minute.
Okay. The other thing just on like hydration handhelds is some kind of filter bottle. I have used the Solomon filter. It works really well. You're able to just screw it right into the bottle, so you can fill up your bottle and just drink right through the filter. The other one I've seen people use that I haven't used it, but it seems like it works really well, is the Be Free, and you can fill up your bottle and have the filter in there, and then you can like actually squeeze the bottle and fill up another kind of reservoir with that. Whereas the Solomon, it's like you could only fill up maybe one bottle at a time and use that filter. So
I think it's an important one, and that's something that you'll hear more about on the podcast, is that filter business. So, and as Heidi mentioned earlier, she said if you have ideas on the vest, let her know. So again, if you comment on these posts, if you reach out to us, not only does it help because we can get the information back, but there is a contest, and we're going to be giving all kinds of stuff away. A lot of Trail Manners swag, some books on running from good friend Forrest Gearman. Just a contest. We're going to do a drawing on December 6th. I know a lot of people are going to probably tune into that and find the results for Hard Rock later. But we'll have some good prizes. So don't forget to comment, get involved. What are we missing when we're doing these, and what would you like to hear about? So is that your new hydration packs, handhelds?
that is it. I know that sounded like a lot.
No,
but
it didn't. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's my list.
Don't be shy.
Okay.
I mean, everybody can take all the time they want. Sarah, hydration.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess depending on like what the adventure of the day is, depends on what I'm going to carry. On like, I guess it's not hydration, but it's pack or belt.
Yep.
So like my normal weekday runs, especially when I have my dog and I don't need to plan for water for him or I, because there's plenty of water spots for him. I just have that same Solomon Pulse belt. It's so perfect. Phone fits in there. It's got that zipper. I even have like his remote collar. I just tuck in like the waistband, I guess, of the belt. It fits in there nicely. If the sun starts coming up and you have your headlamp, you can it just fits well enough. You can just tuck things in, even if it's not in a pocket. And then during the warmer months with that, if I still don't want to wear a vest, but make sure he has enough water, and I have some too, Solomon has just a little handheld flask. I think it's like 12 ounces. I can't remember now, but it's collapsible. It has a little Velcro strap that goes around your hand, but no pockets or anything. So super minimal, fits really well. If you use all your water, again, you can just tuck it in the waistband of that belt. I think for years now, I've been a Solomon fan. I've had probably every model of vests for a while now, everything from the 5 to the 12, the women's version, the unisex version. I am with Heidi. The women's versions are nice because they do sit a little higher, like they don't come down so low on the body. The fabric on those are so nice. They're so stretchy and comfortable. There's never any chafing for me. My very newly discovered favorite that I've only ran in 2 runs with, but I just got the Ultra Spire Mountain Racer belt. And so it's a thicker belt. I took it on an adventure yesterday, and I had my poles, and in the belt I had my jacket, my AirPods case, my keys. I had gels and snacks. I had the water bottle is an 800 milliliter
It's like
water
28
bottle.
ounces or something.
Yeah. My phone. I can't remember. Did I mention jacket? I also stuffed my jacket in there. Like I had all the things in this belt, and it is like it's probably 5 or 6 inches thick, but it fit really well. It did not bounce. It took a minute because I've never packed that many things in a belt, so it did take a minute to kind of get used to that. But I cinched everything in, and that might be my go-to favorite way to run with things.
Well, I remember when I asked you about your run yesterday, because there was quite a bit of vert,
Yeah.
a lot of climbing, and you were like, it was just so nice not having things like on my shoulders and like pilling and all this and that. So
Well, and like this time of year, or like, in the shoulder season, sometimes it's like jacket on, jacket off, jacket on, off. It was so nice to be able to do that without having to like take my pack on and off and like stuff it in the back. So that was good.
Nice.
I really like that belt.
good. That's the Ultra Spire. It's $1.25.
Yep.
Same price, a little cheaper than a vest.
Yeah.
Depends on your vest.
Yeah.
I'm with Sarah. That Ultra Spire waist belt is one of my favorites, and I'm not a huge fan of belts. Like I usually get the belts that clip. So like just for everyday runs, I have a Spy belt. I think it's Spy belt or Spy belt. Spy belt.
I think it's Spy. Yeah.
Just clips. I can put my phone and a key in there or gel. And then I also have the Osprey belt, the Duradina, I think it is. And that one too, you can put a phone, you can put a bottle in the back, and then clips, so you don't have to mess with it, pulling it on and off. But the Ultra Spire waist belt is great. Like Sarah said, it's thicker. It has all sorts of pockets and different arrangements that you can kind of rig up. It also has an attachment that you can get for the Ultra Spire.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
The waist light. Yeah, so you don't have to like layer things, but you can like incorporate that into it. Jared did Wyoming range and carried bear spray in the front kangaroo pouch. Didn't bother him, said it was great. And then that 800 milliliter soft flask is amazing. So you can put that back there. I also use that soft flask for my vest. I'll put it like in the back of my vest for a refill.
That's a good idea.
I like to size up on that belt just because I have a thing with tight things. So it has a customizable fit. You can cinch it down. And then for a vest, I've been trying the Say Sky Flow vest, which is a 12 liter. I always had the Solomon vest, but this one, I was looking for something that had like a little bit cooler material in the back. So it has that kind of micro mesh. So it's like kind of feels cooler and smoother against your skin. And I like the pocket arrangement a little better. They're a little deeper and make a little more sense for me. And just nice smooth material, no chafing, no pilling. Because sometimes I wear shirts and then I end up like kind of ruining the front or the back, and it's kind of frustrating. So That's what I've been using.
Nice. That's a big category, and we were talking because it used to be waist belts for so long, or runners would tuck the bottle in their waistband, and Ampapod came out with some styles that kind of had a little hook on them type thing, if you will. And you see in companies now like Raid is one that just came out with a belt very similar to the Ultraspire Mountain belt. And I've got the Ultraspire Mountain belt, but I'm going to talk about me or my stuff till next week, so stay tuned. But that is a great belt. But one of the key things that I really do like about that belt is, like Alex mentioned, you can get a little piece, like $15, and it goes in the front of that belt, and you can put your Ultraspire waist belt light only, just attach it to the belt. It's insane. It's like 800 lumen light anyway. So what a great feature. And that's something Joel and I talked about all morning about that, because when you need it, it's there. When you don't need an extra belt. It's just solid. So, all right. So that was hydration. Okay, here we go. Here's kind of the puker rally scenario, how we get ourselves in trouble, how we ruin races, how we experiment, how we never do the things properly, but nutrition. Like this is where I always learn a lot, come up with some new things to try. So we'll talk nutrition. We're going to start. Alex just finished. She's ready to roll. Nutrition. So what are some nutrition things that you recommend, go?
So for I Am Tough, I use the Science and Sport Beta Fuel neutral gels, which I know Heidi mentioned before that you've used those. Prevents palate fatigue for me, and it's like a really good kind of foundation for me to build upon. So I can use like Scratch electrolyte mix or like the Scratch caffeine mix. I can try the Science Sport Beta Fuel nootropics caffeine gels. So they have 200 milligrams of caffeine. Those are a great kind of mid-race or mid-run boost. And then I kind of mix in like Tailwind with that as needed if I just need a change. And then my go-to for if I get sick is a Reed's Extra Ginger beer. So that is, so get the extra ginger, get Reed's, don't get ginger ale. Like it's kind of a spicier, just like fizzy ginger drink that always kind of gets us back on track.
So you're not talking the chews on the same brand, right? You're doing the drink itself.
Doing the drink.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you tried their chews?
Yes.
And you prefer
we like
the drink?
The chews too, but the drink is like will reset our stomachs so fast, like faster than anything. Jared used to drink like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol during his races, and it would like kind of get him through, but it never really like got him back on track so he could start eating again. And same for me. This has been just like game changing for us.
Something great to have at an aid station.
Yes, and
drop
if you
bag
have,
if needed.
Yep, and if you have a runner who's like, oh, I just been puking the last section, or I just want to quit because my stomach issues, and just in that place, make them drink one of these and wait like 5 to 10 minutes, and
should be good.
I've seen it turn races around. So that
might be a good alternative for me, because I've tried the chews on necessity. Someone was pacing me like, try this, and I put it in my mouth, and I was like, gah. I'm like, this
it's also like work. You have to chew that.
It was hard. You just put it like, I don't know, I guess like a chew pack. You put it in your cheek and gums, right, and just suck on it. But man, it was like, I didn't like it. It worked. So I'm like, okay, you better buy some of these. But I like the idea of just drinking something instead of having something slow, like a slow drip of venom going down my back of my neck that I'm drinking. I like that idea. See, I'm learning. This is where I learn. What else you got?
The other things are, for breakfast, I always eat like a protein yogurt and then waffles. And you can get those from the feed. They're so good. And then I've been drinking Magna for an electrolyte drink mix. It has a little less Magna.
Magna?
Yeah, it has magnesium, but it has like less sodium than Element, which I find to have a little. It has a lot.
That thing is like just
I don't need
salt from the shaker sometimes.
That much most days. Yeah. Magna. Yeah. And then Owen protein. So it's only what you need protein, just a plant-based pea protein that has 20 grams of protein and mixes really well.
And so let me ask you this, since you kind of were talking, are you vegetarian?
No.
No, but you prefer that? Because Sarah's vegetarian. So there's, I was just curious. Some of the things you mentioned were plant-based. Right?
Yeah.
Is that on purpose?
The pea protein sits better than whey protein for whatever reason.
Okay.
Just whey doesn't sit well with me. So
Okay. That's good. Because we do have people that listen to this show that unfortunately don't eat meat. So, we got to make sure we talk to them too. So is that your nutrition side?
that is it.
So that's where do you get your electrolytes, you say, from like Tailwind, Scratch? Is that your electrolyte side?
Yeah, Tailwind and Scratch.
Okay. All right, Heidi, here we go. I'm ready. What
All
you
right.
got?
So I'm a Tailwind girl also. It's just what I started using, and it has worked well. So that's what I keep using.
Do it.
Yeah. I have tried, just sometimes a race will have something else on course, and I've tried a couple other things, and some I'm like, oh, that's okay, and some I'm like, oh, that's not it,
No bueno.
No bueno. But Tailwind works, and I like that they have a few different flavor options. My favorites are the naked flavor. I think we talked about that last time.
We did, which is a lot of people's favorite flavor.
Of course. And then I do like the DeWalter melon. And then they have one that's like a cola flavor, and it has a little bit of caffeine. So I'll use that maybe later in a race or just when I need a little something extra to help me get a more pep in my step maybe. And also just changes up the palate fatigue, I think, a little bit, just changing the flavor out instead of drinking on the same thing all day. So.
I think that's so huge.
Yeah.
Whether it's like the flavor or switching from like a Tailwind to a Scratch, just something even with a little bit different, not even flavor, but taste, I guess. I know early on I was, oh, this works for me. And I'm like, using it for my whole 100. And by mile 50, I'm like, what the hell am I putting in my body? And then it's too late.
Yeah.
Right. So always having that backup of something, or to go back, because what I do now is if it's an electrolyte, I go back and forth between flavors. Like I never have a flavor 2 stops in a row.
Nice.
Because then I feel like I'm just getting used to it, and so that's helped. But I like having the options of brands too.
Maybe I should try. I have kind of like for the first part of the race, I'll do my usual flavor, and then I've planned it out in my like drop bags and crew stops and stuff to switch it up, but sometimes I forget, and my crew just like has my pack ready for me, and I like head out, and then I take a sip, and I'm like, oh, like this is a new flavor. That's kind of nice.
That's
It's a fun
fun.
surprise. Yeah.
I've
I've forgotten about it, because you're not really thinking like how you planned everything so well beforehand.
It's like my bottle's full. It's got some electrolytes. Don't care what it is.
Yeah. But then it's like a nice
fun
surprise
surprise,
with
yeah.
a new flavor. Yeah.
You giggle for a minute, and then you're back in the race.
Yeah, but for a little bit you're smiling like, oh, this is great. I love it. Yeah, so that's my electrolyte is the Tailwind. And then as far as like gels and chews and stuff, I do use the betas, as before mentioned. They're great. I like just the neutral flavor. They're easy to get down, slurp one down pretty quick. Not really a really thick consistency. I would say the beta gels, the Science and Sport, I would say they're on the thinner edge, but not where it's gonna like leak out all over either.
Yeah.
But it's not hard to.
It's not hammer consistency though, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. It's not like your Martin gel, more like jello-y consistency that might catch you off guard.
fermented Jello with chunks.
Yeah. So those I feel like where it's no flavor and pretty easy to swallow, and you can get 40 carbs in one of those pretty easily, which is super cool. And they have a little bit of sodium in them as well, which is helpful, I think. I also really like the Precision gels and
yeah.
chews. I have really grown to love the chews.
I love
think-
Precision.
yeah, they're little like lime and lemon chews, and even they have one that's like a non-flavor, but I still think it kind of, to me, it tastes like a marshmallow. It's just like a sweet, but not like overly sweet, but I like those chews. And they're not, the original chews that I ever tried were those Cliff Blocks, and they just stick in your teeth, and they're hard to, you're working on one of those for a while and still finding fragments like half an hour later.
You're getting a sander when you're done to get them off your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that consistency. Those are easy for me to take as well, and those are probably like my main gels and chews that I'm gonna use in a race now. And then other than that, I'm just using real food and whatever's at the aid station that sounds good at the moment. And then Alex kind of went into a few recovery things. So I do like to try and get in some recovery post run. And my go-to is just the Optimum Nutrition, the chocolate flavor, especially when it's cold outside in the winter. I like to come home, make me a little protein hot chocolate. It's just cozy, and I think it's pretty tasty. And you feel like you're like doing something positive, a good recovery. So,
And you drop a precision chew in there that tastes like a marshmallow.
Oh yeah, because you gotta get your carbs back in
Might as
too
well.
after. Yeah, absolutely. And then I've started taking creatine. I feel like that's kind of a new thing that's popping up. Not that it's new. Like I feel like bodybuilders have been using creatine for a long time, but it wasn't really.
Yeah, we have. Long time been using
long
that.
time. It hasn't really been something that like your average endurance athlete has really thought about using. But the research seems pretty good on it as far as helping just with recovery and stuff for endurance athletes. So it also maybe has some like mental benefits as well. So I've started on that. It's fairly recent, so I don't know that I've noticed any like huge improvements in anything, but that's one I've started. And then I've also just started taking some vitamin D. I unfortunately had a stress fracture earlier this year, and so I'm trying to supplement, especially like through the winter and stuff with that a little bit to maybe combat some of that. And then another new supplement that I feel like is gaining some traction and has some pretty good research is magnesium, which you had mentioned that a little bit. So that can also help with your vitamin D absorption. It can help with recovery. It can help with,
Sleep.
maybe sleep,
Yeah.
it helps process glucose. So then maybe you're not getting your lactate as high during either like a workout or whatever. So it can help with recovery. So it seems to have some decent science behind it as well. So
Nice.
yeah, that's what I've got for my nutrition.
I love it. Anything else? Did we have anything else? Recovery-wise, I think is overlooked.
Yeah, for
First
sure.
of all, on the nutrition side, because when we do talk nutrition, a lot of it is, carbs, electrolytes, even protein. But I think there's some other things like you mentioned. Creatine is definitely big right now. Protein powder are taking a huge hit in the world right now with tests and studies, and you're finding things out. But recovery's huge. It's so big, and I think that's a piece that a lot of people could do a much better job of, and it's something I think you feel, I won't say immediately, but fairly quickly, especially back-to-back days, strength training, just any type of recovery stuff. And, chocolate milk is the one that gets mentioned a lot, but there's so many more pieces to that puzzle. Like you mentioned, magnesium, creatine, both of those I'm religious with, to be honest with you. I mean, there's BCAAs, there's the different protein powders, there's MCT oils, there's all kinds of stuff, collagen, whatever works for you. And there's a lot of different studies out there you can read. But I'm glad you brought some of that up, both of you. So anything else on the nutrition side? No Pop-Tarts?
Nerd gummy
Avocados,
clusters.
nerd gummy
Gotta have some
clusters.
sweet treat in there.
Oh man, that sends me. If we have Adam Wolf coming on the show again here pretty soon. He's one of our guests coming back on, and so those that don't remember, he's the 18-year-old we got a hold of after he ran the Bear last year. He just this year did the Rocky Mountain Slam at 18. Maybe he's 17 when he finished the Bear. Anyway, when we had him on, he's like, I ate candy the whole 100-miler because I'm a kid. I have a rock gut, and I'm looking at him like, good God, kid. And he was serious. He's like, I'm just popping candy. And I'm like, if I popped any candy, I would be on the side of the trail.
No candy? Do you do no sweets?
I mean, I don't. Unless it's like, I almost don't. I think
I
when
don't
I
think
go
I've
to aid
ever seen you
stations,
eat candy.
I'm not a candy guy.
Is it the sweet? Like it's too sweet, or
You just don't think it's going to do anything for you?
No, I mean, I've had candy. I
Okay.
mean, there's like,
Never
you have
had
Swedish fish sometimes, right?
but like at an aid station, you never see a bowl of like I don't know whatever
Mike
it is.
and I-
You said
Yeah.
years ago you had paydays that like saved your
Ooh.
bacon.
At
Paydays are
Wasatch
great.
one day because it's like it's got the peanuts and the salt on the outside, and then it's got some real thick sugar that takes a while to process and break down. But yeah, I did. But that was when I was younger too. I'm older now. Like I usually hit an aid station. I'm like Metamucil, Desitin. That's what I'm into right now.
Bengay.
Oh yeah, man, that stuff's super good.
So I have two things that weren't mentioned yet. Like I do like the precision fuel gels, but
Yep.
the Amex turbo gels are super.
AMACX.
Are they the liquid ones?
They
Yeah.
taste like a melted lemon. If you get lemon lime, melted lemon lime popsicle. They go down real good, and there's like 40 grams of carbs. They're like 160 calories because I like to stay under 200 calories on a gel, and those are really good. And then
I like the lime ones. Yeah.
yep, the lime, and I think they have a cola one, and they do have one with caffeine. And then the other thing I've started using this year because I'm a salty sweater.
No, I'm salty. I'm like she is, folks.
I am salty. Yes, it's fair. The salt sticks, like the chewable little tabs. I do really like those because I don't always like to have I love Tailwind, but I also like to have just water, and so I've really leaned into those salt stick tabs this year. Tablets.
I do the precision salt tablets too. Like Precision's got to me a good line for me.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the show too. When you go to their website, they'll actually break down if you put in your distance, your age, how well you want to do. If it's a hot race, a lot of vert, it kind of kicks out. Kind of here's what you should probably take. And you, I mean, obviously it's catered to their product, but you could take that and use it somewhere else too. So, yeah, that's a good point.
The only thing that I forgot was the Tailwind recovery mix. So, kind of to Heidi's point about not just getting a protein mix, but something with carbs and sodium to replace. So that one has 500 milligrams of sodium per serving and 34 grams of carbs, and then 20 grams of protein. And that one's really good too. It mixes really well, and it's kind of like this almost salty chocolate flavor that we've been really liking.
That's awesome. Man, so many ideas out there. All these people are running to the feed right now because they carry it all.
Don't you have a
do.
promo
And-
for people?
And then, we get no money, folks. Like my first sponsor would be Mother Earth Brew Company. But,
Or
you know.
Old Navy.
Or Old Navy.
No,
You gotta get Old
on,
Navy.
on the guy's side, they lack. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they didn't. But on the guy's side, women's side of the store looks awesome. You go to the guy's side, and it's like, cool. There's a T-shirt with a boombox on it. I'm taking 2 of those. Come on, folks. Okay, here we go. The big category. So here's where we're talking about miscellaneous stuff. So we're not trying to pigeonhole everything. This could be like headlamps, spikes, watches, recovery tools, poles, gloves, you name it. Like miscellaneous stuff we haven't mentioned. What do you got? This is a big category, but this is where I get my stocking stuffers. Pretty much, kind of, in a way. But yeah, I'll buy something off after this podcast because of what you three have mentioned. And it most likely won't be a sports bra. But I do like the idea of carrying a phone in my back. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's kind of handy.
Okay, Alex, we're starting with you on the miscellaneous gear.
All right. First couple are electronics. So I have the Suunto Vertical Titanium Solar, which is a splurge, but it is an amazing watch. So I used this. It took me about 34 hours to do I'm Tough. I still had 50% battery remaining. I didn't do much the next couple of weeks, but I don't think I charged it until like week 3. There's like 95 sport modes and all this other stuff. It's probably going a little bit to waste on me because I'm like time of day, distance traveled. I still have it set up from the race, but amazing watch. The Suunto Wing headphones, again, a little spendy, but I've had a lot of headphones kind of break or with all the sweat or rain not work. So these are open ear, kind of like the
Bone conducting
kind.
Yep, I've seen
the
those.
Shocks
Yeah,
headphones.
Shocks, yep.
But the big difference between these that I found are the battery life, and they sync with your watch. You can download music to your watch.
How long is the battery life?
I can go like a week if I do like a 50-mile week. I don't have to charge them the entire week.
Wow.
So super good battery life.
Yeah.
They also have like a little portable charger that it's like this little thing that you can just dock it on and get a full charge on. So that's super helpful, especially for races.
So if you're out on a run, how long will like the headphone last before you have to put it in the charging case?
I've never had to. So I've done like an 8-hour run and I haven't had it do
Cool.
the little
And they're like the Suunto Wing, right? Or
Suunto
some
Wing. Yep. Yeah, I think they just came out with a new version.
They came out with a new version of the Vertical, too. The Vertical 2 is out.
I saw that. Man. Do you have that?
No, I got the same watch you have,
Okay.
Vertical Titanium Solar. The Vertical 2 has a flashlight on it. And a few other, it doesn't have a solar. They're not doing solar on the Vertical 2. But it's got a little flashlight on the top. like Star Trek or Star Wars would do to open with laser beams.
Have you noticed the solar helps you, or is it?
No, I haven't noticed, to be honest with you. Just, I run a lot in the 5 a.m. It's dark anyway. No, I haven't noticed the difference. I've heard some rumors that part of the reason they went away from the solar is the overall life of the watch doesn't last as long.
Oh.
Because of the way it's designed or something with the battery. Don't know if that's true.
Okay.
But they don't have the solar in the new model.
Okay.
I wonder, so you and I and Alex, I think we all have that first version. And I mean, I can go for 3 weeks without having to charge it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got them pretty close to when the watch came out. So I'm just curious about has it been out long enough to not last the lifetime a watch should last?
Can't answer that question, but I don't know. Yeah, and we could ask them. We could send an
good to
email
know.
to
Yeah.
why no more solar? Why no more solar? But yeah, that's I don't notice.
Other electronics, one thing I found super helpful is these Anker magnetic battery packs for your phone. So I used to always have like a battery pack and a cord for charging my phone during a race or a long run. These just snap to
The back of your
phone. So I've been really liking those. And then I also came across this Luminade. It's like a startup, a newer startup, but Luminade Packlight Nova Solar Lantern. It's a $40 little like collapsible, you just inflate it, collapsible lantern. So you can charge it with a USB. It also has a little solar panel. And it packs flat, super lightweight. I put it in my glove box. I used it when I was crewing for Jared's race. I would just hang it from the rear view mirror and like prep everything, or like put it on the tarp or blanket that we were using, and just puts out a surprising amount of light. Great to have in your car for emergencies, camping, whatever. And then for other things, I have the Hyperlight Goat Tote, which is like a Dyneema super lightweight tote that comes in different sizes. You can get larger totes for like organizing the back of your car for travel, or just throwing all your running stuff in for a day. And then they also make these little drawstring stuff sacks, which are like, you can get, again, a variety of sizes, but it helps me organize my vest, so I can put like my rain gear or outerwear in one, and then like personal items in another, or electronics in another. So it helps kind of just organize things in my vest or my pack. And then the other thing was the Black Diamond Distance Spike. So those are $100. I have a little bit of an issue with the Catula micro spikes because they tend to put pressure on various points on my shoe, depending on what I'm wearing. And then they also sometimes just like bend my shoe, where these have a cover over the toe. So they have a little more support, kind of spread it out, so the pressure isn't just all kind of on those corners. And then it also adds some added protection too with that shell on the toe. And then the last thing is the Nathan Polaris hand torch. I think I saw Jamil finishing Hard Rock with this. And I like the idea of it because sometimes I get headaches when I wear a headlamp. Sometimes the waist light just bugs me. But this is just a little hand torch, and it's 400 lumens, $65. And it just like, it's got a little strap, so it's kind of just like this grip-free light that you can add. Cool. So really like that one. I think that's it.
That's it. Those are good ones. I've used that before, not the Nathan, but I had a little handheld torch flashlight, little teeny one, and I love that for the same reason. Doing a long run with your headlamp, look at the stars start moving because your eyes are so jacked up at having that light. Oh. And some of those have different color lighting, which helps. Like some of them are red, kind of helps eye fatigue. I have a few of those at home. Not the Nathan one, but those are handy. Don't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like extra work. I know you don't like holding stuff in your hand, but neither do I. But sometimes those are kind of fun to have. And you never know when you need extra light.
Yeah, and just to mix it up, I'm totally with Alex on that. Like, I get sick of wearing a headlight, and sometimes it just is like, feels like it's bouncing around weird, or yeah, even the waist light gets uncomfortable. So yeah. I was like, I wish I had my pencil. I was like, I need to start taking notes on all these things, but I'm going to have to.
Or just listen to the podcast.
I'm going to listen to the podcast
There
and then
you go.
take notes.
And then you can leave a review or a rating.
I've just been adding things over here on my phone. I keep pulling up websites and like starting a new window.
Amazon cart, REI cart's loading up.
Yep.
You sure you want all this stuff?
One more thing I wanted to mention is the Sidekick Axis board. It's like a little wooden board. It's got two parts. So like a longer part for your forefoot and then a smaller little section for your heel. And it's for like perineal tendon strengthening. I always get like weird ankle stuff. We call it death ankle, where it's just like it can ruin my race, ruin whatever I'm doing. But I'll just take a few minutes because I work from home and just kind of go stand on there a little bit. And I've noticed it kind of helps with just like balance, strengthening, and have had fewer issues. So
We've
that's
got
been
one of
super
those.
helpful.
Those are actually really handy because I have Achilles issues, and
Yeah,
that's helped
Achilles
mine
too.
a ton. And some of them, like, it has things on the bottom that you can adjust to depending on what your issues are. But it just, all those stabilizers, it helps so much in a different way than like a band or a balance beam situation. I got some good stuff.
I have one more, sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Skeeta headbands. So they started with, it's a female-owned company in Vermont. She started making them for her Nordic ski teammates, but they have hats, headbands, all sorts of different headwear, and also like neck gaiters. So a lot of skiers use them, like downhill skiing too. But I find it super helpful. Like I really like the headbands because you can get the super light unlined ones or a fleece lined headband. And they're just tons of different colors and patterns. So I really like them too. And they're only $28.
Heidi,
Cool. Okay.
miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous. I also like headbands, especially in the winter. I'm not really usually a beanie gal. I get a little too hot and sweaty wearing a beanie. So I like those headbands. Usually I just do kind of like a buff thing, but I'll have to try out those Skeeta ones, especially maybe if it's really cold, then I might need the fleece lined, or I could just do the thin. So, and then going along with headwear, I'm going to throw in a hat. I have a small head. It's not because I don't have big brains, but I have a small noggin.
Golly, no one I don't think was going there.
Clear.
To be
Heidi
clear,
is smart.
I'm
To be
just
clear,
saying.
I'm very educated.
I'm just
everyone.
saying, because whatever.
Is it
Okay.
because you wear hocus slides?
I guess.
Okay.
I
No one went there. Nobody went there.
just have to defend myself a little bit. But so oftentimes just a regular trucker, it sits almost too low on my head. So then if I have sunglasses on, it's like hitting into my sunglasses, which are then pushing into the bridge of my nose. And for a long race, that gets kind of uncomfortable after a while. So Seth actually got me a hat earlier this year, and it's from the company, I think you just say it Runner. It's RNNR.
Yep.
And it's just a smaller fitting. It's one of those like 5-panel style hats. And they have a cool, I think, story with their company. It's a lady, Jane. She also started it. And it's like just kind of enjoying the journey. And they have different styles. They have, they have a distance hat, a pacer hat, and a crew hat. And so I kind of think that
I think they have
is,
bucket hats too.
and they do have a bucket
Yeah,
hat.
yeah.
Yeah. So he got me one of the pacer hats, and it fits me great. So maybe if you have a little bit smaller dome, maybe it fits a little bit better. Like most hats, I mean, they're totally covering like half my ear. They're way down on my head. So just a smaller fitting hat is nice. And then the brim is a little bit shorter as well. But I think still giving you enough protection. And then they're breathable, so it's not going to, be getting super hot too. But I also like a cute trucker to just, have a little personality on there too. And they're just a great go-to. But yeah, so hats. Another thing that I put on my list this year is some dry bags.
Oh yeah.
And just have kind of a stash of those, all different sizes. They make great drop bags to leave at aid stations. It's going to keep your stuff dry, obviously, and which is sometimes nice. I mean, depending on the race, maybe you don't need it, but oftentimes you don't know really for sure what the weather is going to be for a race until, maybe a week before. You're like, oh, it could be, but really sometimes not until the day before. And you don't want to, again, be the day before like, oh no, I don't have the
drop
stuff
bags
for this.
are dry bags. That's
Perfect.
it. It's the only thing I use for them anymore.
Yeah, they're great, super handy. You can, slap some tape on there, put your name and bib number and stuff, and get them all different colors so you can pick it out. And yeah,
I do different colors and different colored tape, so
Yeah.
it really is easy to find.
to spot. Yeah, spot your bag. Perfect. I did have the Shocks headphones on mine, but now maybe I want to look at what Alex was mentioning. I usually don't run with music, but I do like the idea of the open ear technology, just so I can still be aware of everything on the trail, just whether it's bikers, other people, or whatever is out there. And then a lot of my miscellaneous stuff is also along the lines of just recovery and like strength, mobility. So some things that maybe you might want to look into getting, like some TRX bands. I like the Bowflex weights. You can have, it's basically looks like just 2 sets of dumbbells, but you can adjust the weights so you have a lot of range there. It's a big investment up front, but if you were to just buy like some 5s, 10s, 20s, like by the time you buy all of those dumbbells and the space that would take up, I feel like the
Price is
Bowflex
worth
weight, it's worth it. And then, yeah, just like, a foam roller, if you don't have one of those, I would highly recommend one just to keep you out there. Some resistance bands. I also have just a heart rate monitor. Not everyone trains with heart rate, but it's kind of, for me, I like to use it just a good gauge of if I'm specifically training for something like I really am going to have a recovery run today, and it helps keep me honest a little bit because sometimes it's like, oh, I want to do this a little quicker because I just want to get done so I can move on with the other stuff that I have taking up in my day. But it keeps me a little more honest because then after I can be like, did I keep my heart rate, under like 140 or whatever? And then it helps me keep me
Keep you honest.
Keep me honest for those recovery days. Let's see. The Catula micro spikes, I have those on here. They work fine for me, and I also like their exo spikes. It's a little less aggressive, I would say, than the micro spikes. But I also think they're aggressive enough that really I could use those almost on anything. And then if it's that kind of shoulder season, your end of winter, where you have some spots on the trail are dirt, some's a little icy, some maybe it still is that packed snow, I feel like you can run through all of those and leave them on your shoes and have it be just fine. Whereas I like the micro spikes, it like is nails on a chalkboard for me running on dirt when I still have those on my
Sparks.
shoes.
It sparks when you're behind people. It's like you're going to start a fire.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I think that's mostly my miscellaneous. Yeah.
All right. Sarah.
All right, I'm up. So a couple of the things have been mentioned already. The Suunto Vertical is on mine. I love Suunto and I love this watch. The Catula spikes I also do love. I use the more aggressive ones, and then I also usually have a pair of shoes that have screws in the lugs rather than the lesser aggressive ones. I'll just put screws in my shoes. If you don't want to spend the $85 on the Catulas, Amazon actually has, I'm going to say a knockoff. They have an off-brand, if you will. Maybe you don't run on the snow a lot, or it's once a week, or you don't need something like, you just don't want to spend $85. You can get them on Amazon for like $22. And I actually ordered those years ago. I was in a tight spot for Rufa, and one of my Catulas broke, and so I needed to get something quicker than the Catula could get here, and they worked just great and actually lasted me like probably a year. So another thing, so my hands get so cold even when it's not super cold out, and gloves usually don't do much for me. I need mittens, and Saucony has they're the Oyster Puff mittens, so they're kind of like a puffy mitten. They're not waterproof, but they're water resistant and wind resistant. And I used to go through the hand warmers, I can never keep my hands warm enough. And since I've started using these mittens a couple of years ago, that's all I need. A headlamp is on my miscellaneous. So my favorite go-to headlamp is the Black Diamond Storm. It's 500 lumens, and it lasts so long. I've used it for a couple of races, and it's pretty much lasted the entire night. It's got, a couple different levels. There's a tap setting, or you tap the side of it and it'll dim the light. So if you're running and you run into someone on the trail, you can dim it so it doesn't blind them. And then I also do love the Kagala waist lamp. So like we talked about the Ultra Spire, which is really nice. It's the single light. The Kagala is just like a strip of, I think, five bulbs.
UFO.
Yeah, it looks like a UFO coming down, but it does come in handy during like longer events if you're going through the night, or sometimes, not often, but I get spooked in the dark if I'm running by myself, and it's just nice to have a little extra light out there to see what's looking back at you. I also have the Black Diamond poles. What are they? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. The Z poles. Yeah, and so I got those a couple of years ago. I was actually looking, and they're on sale for like $110 right now, which is a pretty killer deal. I know Lucky is the other big one that everyone likes, but I really do love these Black Diamonds. They're so easy to pack away without having to stop and really focus too much on that. Couple of other things. Death March Running Company.
Whoop, whoop.
I love their flasks.
Yeah.
They're the same size as the Solomon ones, but they feel different. They're just whatever material they're made of, they just feel so much better. I feel like they're going to last longer. And also talking about drop bags, you have some of their drop bags. I want some of their drop bags. Very nice drop bags made out of that.
Dry bags.
Yeah, dry bags. Sorry. Drop bags in my brain.
Yep.
Three more things I have. One, I'm so surprised dogs is not a category after you've known me for so long and I talk about the dogs on here so often, but that's okay. Maybe next year.
Hint, hint.
That's got a death stare across the table.
From who?
Not you. Miscellaneous.
So two things that I think are really, that have come in really handy for running with my dog, and I do let him be off leash. He's off leash, which it is what it is. Night Eyes, they have a retractable collar. So it's a collar with a leash that it retracts back up into the collar.
Like a custodial keychain.
Kind of, yeah,
Yep.
He's
exactly.
technically on leash.
He's technically on a leash.
Yeah.
Thank you. I agree. That will be my argument forever and always. But it's nice. Just, you see someone or you see something and you just grab it and then you go on about your way. Another thing I have, and I've had for years, but I've never had to use, and I don't take it with me often unless it's a longer distance to get back to our car, or there's no easy out where I can call Eric to come save the day. It's called a rescue harness, and there's tons of different brands out there. Mine's Pack-A-Paw, but it's basically like a hammock thing that you can put your dog in should they be injured while you're out and about, and you can carry him back to your car, because actually carrying a dog, which I've had to do, is so incredibly challenging. Yep. So it's, it's not super small, but it's small enough that you can carry it on a longer adventure, and it just peace of mind. Two other things. After your run, it's nice to have a towel for your seats so you don't get your sweaty self all over your seat. And then you have, and I was trying to remember the brand, but a rinse kit, and that has come in so handy.
That's the brand.
That's the brand.
Rinse kit.
Yep. So yeah, so it's this
portable
it's like
shower.
It's like 5 gallons.
They have different ones.
Yeah,
they have
so,
a 3.5 and a 5.
Yeah, so it's so nice that we've had that at the end of like an adventure run, and we're going to be getting in the car and going back home. It's a few hours car ride back home, so we're able to I only rinse my legs off. Eric has taken a full shower with us, so you can do with it what you will. Mm-hmm. But it's nice to have, so you're not completely gross.
I make her turn her back.
Fine, it's whatever. But a rinse kit has come in more handy than I ever thought it would.
Well, it's good with dogs too. Your dog gets muddy, you don't want to throw them in the car. Get back home. It's just you charge them up, you put water in them, you charge them, and you don't have to pump it like some of the other ones, like push it. It just got a shower nozzle on it, different settings.
We've used it camping.
We used it all the time. I made one years and years ago out of like a weed sprayer that you had to pump and change the nozzle, and everybody made fun of me until they saw how it worked. They're like, hey, can I try that? I was like, no. But now the rinse kit, and you can get them at Costco during the holidays for like super cheap.
I would highly recommend. Those have come in so handy.
They're the best.
Yeah.
So it's 5 gallons?
I think yours is 5 gallons.
Yeah, I think they have like a 3.5 and a 5.
And that's enough for you to shower?
Oh, I can't even use half. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't even use maybe not quite half or a little more than
Yeah.
half, both of us, full shower.
Well, and like we
were showering separately, but yeah.
not a running adventure, but even kayaking or paddleboarding.
Yeah,
over
we
at
sprayed off our
Causey.
paddleboards
Sprayed off a paddleboard.
before we
so
rolled them up.
Multifunctional for
And
sure.
they're small. They're
Yeah.
like a cube sizes.
Like
they have two different ones. Well, the cube
18
one
inches by
has a
18.
charger in it. You can charge something, but yeah, they're amazing.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, they are.
That was a lot all in one breath.
That's all right.
Okay.
Well, and she mentioned, I'm going to throw, it doesn't matter. Like, I love Death March Running Company. A friend of mine is one of the owners of that company. They do some of the funnest things, and they do now have seat towels that you can put on your seat.
Ooh, I want one then.
They have 2 different colors. They've got their shoe bags they just came out with, so ordered 2 of those. They've got little utility bags, kind of like the packable Patagonia size bags for things, but fun company, great group, doing it for the right reasons. And great gear. Like I have a ton of their stuff just to support them, and all their stuff's like ridiculously not expensive.
Well, and it's fun too. So I don't know. Not everybody's into skeletons, but they're like fun skeletons, right? They're like cartoon. They've got this girl with a ponytail, and what was the one? It was like a local legend thing. It was kind of a play off Strava stuff.
Yeah, but he looks like Clint Eastwood if he was a skeleton.
Yeah.
They
have
my
cute
favorite
names.
logo.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, they do have the car seat covers now. Also, so
There, who makes that flask too?
yeah, and they
Yeah.
have the really nice flask. They have 2
Every
different flasks. They have a bigger one, one Solomon size, and then one that's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I've been at a few races and I go to hand the volunteer like my flask, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so nice! Like, what is this?"
Not a Solomon flask.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's like it feels legit too.
Yeah.
It's not like they do it all: hats, hoodies,
Yeah.
button-up shirts, everything. So
Yeah.
just a shout out to you guys at Death March Running Company because you're going to be on the podcast in January 2026. All right, is that good for miscellaneous? Did it ring bells for others? Okay. Casual afterwear, and this is like think leaving the trailhead for coffee or post race. Besides your Hoka slides, Heidi, what do you got? What's your after run? I'm gonna chill. I just finished my long race. I want to throw on some goods, or hey, I got to run to get some coffee, or I got to get some ingredients to make some cupcakes.
Ooh, yeah.
I like it. What you got?
Okay, so I have to ask Sarah on this because I saw her a few weeks ago and she had on the most comfy but cute pair of pants. Do you remember? And I can't remember. You told me what they were and I asked you, and now I can't remember what they are.
Were they the ones she's got on right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So what are those?
This like came up as like an Instagram ad that I immediately clicked on, and as I do, but they're Ruti, RUTI,
Okay.
and they're just like these pull-on lightweight pants that I use like for work all the time and travel and just casual and super comfy, durable. That's
$50.
cool.
$50.
A little more than that, but they are worth it.
Totally worth it.
I saw Alex and she was like, they're an investment.
But I wear them
worth
every
it.
day.
I wear mine.
We talk about it. It's like go for it, man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wear it,
Right.
Yeah.
Invest
Well,
in
own
it.
it.
Yeah.
And they can be like a casual, just like post-run thing, or they can be like
I've
even
dressed
dress
them up with a sweater for work.
or
Yeah.
like a button-up.
Yeah.
They're super cute, but also comfy, which that's what I'm going for post run, especially if I'm going out for coffee or, it's like I want to look somewhat presentable, but also comfy. So I need those pants, obviously. Yes.
RUTI, Ruti.
Ruti.
If we could have them sponsor one of
I
us, that'd
like
be great
this.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little shout out.
Could be real help.
That'd be awesome.
I'm a little nervous to look at what the actual price is, but it's okay.
We should just
We've
say
already
it.
decided I need
We
them.
can say it.
They're
so at this-
$250.
Okay.
However, I found a $50 off coupon, or like, the whole email thing. Sometimes you get on the website and like, oh, save $49 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you wear them all the time,
So it'll be worth
and
it.
and you can wear them for everything.
Yeah.
I have no pair of them.
And he
Do
knows.
they have men's styles also?
Don't
This Ruti-
answer
I
that.
think it's
Ruti
just
company?
women's
I hope so
clothing.
because I'd probably
I
buy
think
some.
it's just women.
It's like, I think after looking, it's like a boutique store in California. So,
Okay.
but I haven't shopped
trail
for men's.
running,
I've only shopped for
crossing
women's.
over,
Yeah.
crossing over. It's probably Carmel by the Sea.
Yeah.
We're probably
Okay.
all going to get these Instagram ads after this.
We will.
I hope
They
not.
are on sale right now too.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
right.
RUTI, folks. What you?
I'm going to have to check those out. So if I'm not quite ready to spend quite that, then I'm going back to my girls at Sunita. they have this pant called the Weekend Jogger, and they're $45. Sometimes they're on sale. Also, they have all kinds of different colors, super comfy, and just like a casual jogger kind of pant. And then besides that, I'm going like pretty comfy. My go-to is a hoodie. I love pretty much any hoodie. And so then if you can make it, to support whatever your local shop, your local race, your favorite race,
Favorite podcast.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm going for. Like, or like supporting your local trails. Like TFNU has a super cute hoodie I just saw. I'm like, yep, I need that. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. Or the Trail Manners. You guys have like I think it's a Now Go Get It t-shirt. I want one of those too. Yeah.
Could be one behind you. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Yeah. I just might have to pick that up. So yeah, I mean, if it's summer, just a comfy t-shirt to throw on, or if it's a little chillier, then I feel like you're all sweaty. Even if it's not like super cold outside, you kind of need
hoodies are
more of a
so
jacket
great.
hoodie. Yeah.
They really are.
They're
I love hoodies. They just make you feel like you're getting hugged.
cozy.
I love hugs.
Yep. That's my
That's your list?
that's my list for
All right.
recovery wear.
Alex, since you started this whole Rudy project,
I don't even have those on my list. So my go-to for bottoms are the Lululemon Scuba Mid-Rise Oversized Jogger. I've had the same pair again, I like to kind of invest in something and have it last. So I've had these for like 5 or 6 years. Pilling is an issue with me. I bring it up all the time. But like, I just don't like the feel of things. And side note, they make this little pill shaver that you can buy where you can like, if you have something that is kind of pilly or has bumps, like you can shave it right off. And it's just like this little machine.
I use that on sweaters very often.
I love
I
it
have one of
so
those.
much.
Yeah.
I'll use it on my back.
Well, I hope you're using your own and not mine.
So those joggers are amazing. I recently went back to the Abercrombie website. I thought I would not revisit Abercrombie after I stopped working there in college, but they kind of gear it toward millennials, I feel like now, and they always have sales, and they have these popover hoodies that are just like these super soft, warm, kind of oversized hoodies. $60 right now, and again, like a variety of patterns and colors. So I love those. And then I have the North Face Thermal Ball Traction Booties. It's like a puffy vest for your feet. They also have a grippy, like water-resistant outsole, so you can wear them out if you want to. And then the other thing is, right after I run, I use the R & Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo because my head smells like a foot. Like, it smells
All right.
bad. Like, Sarah has smelled my head.
It's true.
It's true. It stinks.
I didn't say that. I've smelled your head.
So a lot of East Asians don't have BO, like underarm BO, because they lack like this gene that produces that or makes it more
Maybe
of a
they
thing.
just maybe
She
don't
doesn't
lack
have
it.
to wear deodorant.
Maybe
I
they don't
don't
lack
ha-
it. Maybe it's just relocated.
Yeah, exactly. I like it comes out my head and my feet, and it smells the same. So I use this dry shampoo, works great, and yeah, I don't stink as bad as I would. So
I love this show.
that's my after routine.
I love that.
All right, Sarah, wrapping up the miscellaneous.
Yeah, I usually don't change my bottoms
Outdoor.
like if I'm just going from trail to like run an errand or whatever, but I will throw on a fresh, clean hoodie. And Alex has turned me on. I highly recommend these Abercrombie hoodies. She has talked about their crew necks of the same thing, the essential crew neck. They're so good. I think I ordered a few. Maybe.
You got like 7.
No.
Every time
and
I
they
come
have a
home, there's an
ton of-
Abercrombie package at the door. I'm like,
Stop
who
it.
the
That's
hell's
not
ordering
true.
Abercrombie?
But they have quite a few options of like colors and like patterns. They're very cute.
They are cute.
So last year I also ordered, and it's one of my favorite things, but it has to be much cooler for me to put on. But the brand Tent Tree, they have a Sherpa fleece lined jacket, and normally anything Sherpa or fleece I shy away from because it collects dog hair, and that is one of my biggest pet peeves. This jacket, it's like a snap. It's almost like a shacket, right? It's like one of the shirts kind of, but it's a jacket. It does not collect any garbage in the Sherpa fleece, and it's so warm and cozy, and I highly recommend that. It is an investment also, but I have used it camping, after runs, just taking the dogs for walks. Like, it's one of my favorites.
Nice.
So, and then anything Vuori.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty tough to go
it's
wrong
kinda
there, pretty much.
Given, right?
What about grab bag? Anything we missed? Anybody? No random orders. Anything we missed that you have on your list?
I have some Gooder sunglasses.
Okay.
Just they're my go-to. They're $25 usually. I mean, it kind of depends on the pair you get, but I love them. They're fun. You can get all kinds of different colors, and so yeah, that's one of my go-tos that I always have at least like a few pair lying around.
And they're so nice because I'm really hard on glasses, and you can stuff them anywhere, and they don't. It's hard to mess them up.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's not like you're out $200.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some fancy sunglasses you can get that like play music and can take pictures and videos and stuff, which sometimes when I'm out running, you have the thought of like, oh, it's so pretty right now. Like I wish I could just like
Pull my
make a
camera
video
out.
of like my point of view. Yeah.
Like the meta glasses or stuff is what some of them are.
yeah. But that would be cool, but I'm probably not getting any of those, but
Seth.
it's cool.
Seth.
I feel like Eric will be ordering those soon.
No, I'm good. I know actually what she's talking about.
I know. I've
I'm
never
good.
heard of.
I'm good. I don't need those.
My grab bag won't fit in a bag, but a camper for the top, or a tent for the top of my car.
Rooftop tent.
Thank you.
Yep, I'm
Rooftop
helping
tent.
you out over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good grab bag one.
Yeah.
Maybe 2026.
Oh, for Christmas. Your present.
Don't look at me.
You're looking at one for your truck, so I know you're not getting it for me.
Well, yeah, I didn't say I was. I'm not that nice. You get like, I don't know, cupcakes maybe I'll give you. What do we got, Alex? What do you got?
I have a couple things. So the one thing is just the Nathan race number belt. I like to use that. You could just put your bib number on there. You don't have to worry about safety pins. I feel like I got really messed up during a race one time, and I lost 2 safety pins, and I sat there and looked for them because I imagined like a rabbit or a squirrel eating them and then having it like puncture their organs. So I have to wear the belt now.
Great.
This is where my mind goes dark.
My
places
listeners
most
just
runs.
all went, oh my God, I never thought
So if
of
you've ever
that.
lost a safety pin,
Yeah. Now I'm never going to
Killed it.
use one
Innocent,
again.
funny.
I'm going to make my safety
Might be a
pins out of
murderer.
candy.
so I like
Sugar.
that, and it's also good for like swapping
good
layers
point.
and having to like change things out.
Yeah.
The other thing in the dog category that doesn't exist, Eric,
It
is
wasn't me giving the look.
I can't wait till I don't invite you back on the show, you two.
just Heidi next year.
Yeah, wear your slides, Heidi.
The first one is the nonstop dog wear line harness, and it's $50. It's just like a nice, soft, like non-chafe dog harness. I used to have a lab, and she'd always get little chafe marks under her arms. This is kind of like a puffy vest version for harness. They also make canicross and ski joring, different harnesses, different leashes for people, not for people,
I was going to say, I
for your
don't
dog,
chafe under
but
my
also a lot of
pizza.
things like belts and different things for people too. And then the other thing is just this Wild Kai minimal leash. It's just this super lightweight, it's that ultra high molecular weight polyethylene rope. So super lightweight, and it's just something that you can like wrap up and shove in your vest, and it's not like a big bulky
Leash.
thing to shove in there. So
All right, last question on this thing was, what do you want? Like, what's something, whether it's on the show or something like a rooftop tent, like, is there anything that we didn't cover? What do you want? What's on your list? You're like, you have to have this year or next. Rooftop tent, you think, over there?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I
your
think
thing.
that's going to help us with some adventuring next year.
Which is trail run related, so it fits.
Right. I think a couple of other fun, helpful things would be some Norda slides. And then also Ultra sign-up gift cards. I think is such a good idea.
Yeah.
Races registrations have gotten to be so crazy expensive, and then all of the other things. So I think that's a wonderful like wish list idea.
Yeah.
Or here's another shout out: Hatch Sports Therapy gift cards, like that self-care
Recovery, self-care,
which
man.
I'm really bad at. But if Joel will help me, that's a good
Yep,
wish list for me.
that's a good one. Anybody else?
I really want a sauna.
Sauna.
It's what I miss most from Minnesota. We used to have a wood burning one in our backyard, and we would go in there after skis and long runs in the winter, and it was amazing. And anytime you start to feel sick, you just go in and like cook it out, and it's the best thing ever.
Nice.
I like that.
That is one of my mottos, is like sweat it out.
Yep.
Like when you're just
Mini fevers.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Just get it out. On my what do I want? So it is this. I feel like it is the holy grail of like a crew bag.
Ooh.
And so it's by a company. I think you say it Tobic. And this duffel.
Everybody's got their pen and
they're
phones out
ready.
right
I
now.
feel so much
What
pressure
is
actually
this?
now
Can you
describing
could you
this.
spell that? Is it
Tobiq?
Topic? Oh, I know what you're talking
I've
about
seen
now.
names.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
So, I mean, we've had a crew bag that we've used probably for all of our races where we've needed a crew bag, Seth and I. And it's just your usual duffel. On the one side, it has a compartment where you can put your shoes. The other side is another compartment, and then the main, and then like a little one in the front. So, and we've like the shoe compartment that ends up being our like foot care section. We've got shoes, socks, you know, anything to handle Desitin. We're going to have to add that now.
Tubes.
Usually we have like, you know, moleskin, tape,
Yep.
scissors, safety pins. And then we have like a nutrition pocket. Anyway, so we have all these different compartments, but this bag, they have one, it's a 60-liter bag, so good size. And then it is already divided into 4 sections, and it has a zipper on each. And then also in each of those, there's more organization. Like there's another zipper pocket and little places to keep all of your stuff organized, which is just so
Those are nice.
helpful, I think, when you're crewing someone to know where everything is, and when they need something, you can easily access it. And then they have it now they call it like their Sleek series, and it's a little like water resistant. So again, if you have a race where it's a little gnarly on the weather side, it'll help keep everything in there safe. And then the cool thing that I really like about it, which like this is maybe why I want this, is because it's a duffel bag, but it also has backpack straps that come out of the bag. Because I've crewed some races, and sometimes it's hard to carry everything depending where you have to park and how far it is to the actual aid station. And if you're carrying, you know, like a chair, a cooler, whatever else you have with you, and then also this duffel like hanging on your shoulder, if you could actually have it in a backpack style, was what I was looking for. So I told Seth, I was like, hey, I found us like the perfect crew bag. And he's like, oh, cool. I was showing him. He's like, yeah. And he's like, go ahead and get it. And I was like, well, it's $229. And he was like, oh, when we already have, you know, a functional crew bag that we've used for years. So, but Seth told me if I get into either Western or Hard Rock, I can get this bag.
Well, you've been on the podcast, so you're getting in to one of them.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Congratulations, Seth. You're buying a bag.
It'll be like a great gift because I'll get to run one of those cool races, and I get this crew bag, which really is a gift for Seth because then he gets to easily carry all of my crap.
I just don't think he's thinking about this the right way. I think Seth needs to have a conversation a little bit.
This thing looks amazing, by the way.
How much does he spare in his hair?
Oh, he has amazing hair, and he is the most low maintenance.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, it's like Pantene.
Pantene? Mm-hmm. That strips all the things out of your hair?
Yeah, I don't know. That's his
I'm just
secret.
kidding, I don't know.
But he really doesn't spend a lot on it. I know everyone's disappointed. He has no secret. I'm sorry.
Yeah, until he like goes to work and he's got this whole locker full of stuff you don't know about products.
Maybe.
Goat milk, oat shampoo with whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the good thing, and Alex as well. When you're on the show, your odds and it just is ridiculous getting into these races. Like there's actual data that's people have collected from this show. It's ridiculous. So good job.
See you at Hard Rock, Heidi.
Yeah,
All right.
that'd be
We'll
so
see.
awesome. And man, well, I'll buy a crew bag for each of us. It's
gonna be
Each of you.
I'm gonna have Jared get me a crew bag.
We're all getting a bag. I love it.
All right. So if you're listening, this is part 2 of the holiday gift guide for the women. And again, just leave a comment. What did we miss? Tag your whatever you want, even tag your company, whatever. You'll get in a drawing. We're going to do a drawing on 12/6 with the announcements on 12/8 of the show. But before we go, just a couple quick things. We couldn't leave a show without a quick lightning round. just a quick one. So we got 6 questions for each of you, and to make it harder, you all have different questions. So if I ask Heidi, the other 2 can't think about their answer. And again, lightning round, folks, means quick, short, sweet, get it out. It doesn't mean think about it. I don't want to hear a story about 8th grade. It's just like boom, bada bing, answer, next person. So are we ready?
Are we taking turns or is it just all at once?
No, we'll take turns. That way you can take a breather.
Which order are you going?
Whatever I decide. I'll say your name
stress.
first.
Okay.
So I'll say the person's name first.
All right.
And then the question. So guess what? We're going to start with Heidi.
Oh, no.
Heidi, first one. Running or racing superstitions?
I like to have a new pair of socks before a race.
Okay, perfect. Done. Sarah, running or racing superstitions?
Oh my gosh. No, I'm going to be that person. I don't think I have any.
Okay,
I
moving
actually
on.
don't think I have any.
Alex, not the same question. Tricked you. Bucket list race adventure you still need or want to do?
Hard Rock 100.
Okay, you're in. Hope you guys heard that, Dale. All right, next question is going to Alex. Running or racing superstition?
I need to have at least 50 miles on my shoes before I
Ooh, I like
wear
that.
them for a race.
Right on. Sarah, why is your husband so amazing?
Because he does all the right things.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great answer. Heidi, what song gets you instantly fired up?
Oh, I know.
This is a little embarrassing to admit, but Miami by Will Smith. It puts me
I
in
knew
an
that.
instant good mood.
Nice. I like it.
I cannot not hear that song and not think of you.
And I love that.
Alex, morning or evening run?
Midday.
Midday. Wow, that wasn't an answer, but I like it. Wasn't an option, but I like it. I like you going off script. Sarah, bucket list race adventure you still need or want to do?
The Bear 100 course with Morgan, not at the Bear race, just on our own.
Okay, I like it. Heidi, trail running in one word.
Oh, that's so hard.
That's more than one word.
It's so hard. No.
Incredible. It is that too.
I like that. Incredible. We'll go with that one. We'll jump back over to Sarah. Describe your husband in one word.
Amazing.
Oh my God, you're so wonderful.
I really want a rooftop tent.
Alex, finish this sentence. I cannot run without.
Shoes.
I like it. Heidi, what would you rather have, a course record or an FKT?
Oh, I'm going course record.
You like a course record? What
Yeah.
course, if you could pick?
Oh, ooh.
Just doesn't matter. What do you want?
The Bear.
The Bear? I like it. I like it. All right. Sarah, first thing you do when you finish a run.
Take my shoes off.
See, this is easier than everybody makes it sound out to be. Alex, favorite race distance and why?
Oh, anything over 100 miles because I love multi-day stuff and I can go really slow because it's just kind of expected.
Heidi, you got another music question. What should be on everyone's playlist?
I actually had this question on the podcast before, but I'm going to give my same answer. It's Rome by the B-52s.
Okay.
I just like it, and it's peppy and fun.
All right, we'll keep moving on. Heidi, last question.
Okay.
We're going to go back to back. Bucket list race adventure you still want to do?
I want to do this thing called the picnic. Have you heard of it?
Sounds yummy. What's up? What is it?
So it's kind of like a trail triathlon.
Okay.
So you start like at the Antlers in,
Jackson Hole. Mm-hmm. Okay.
and so first you bike to Jenny Lake,
Okay.
and then you swim across Jenny Lake,
Okay.
and then you go up
yeah.
to the Grand, and then you have to do it all back again.
I like it.
Someday.
2027?
Someday.
2027. All right. Alex, last question. What's something in your pack you probably don't need but always bring?
My EpiPen.
Ooh, I like that. Last question of the lightning round. Sarah, you hear a knock at the door. You go and open it. Before you stands your husband. He's wearing a palm beanie, a Speedo, and a tank top, and he's holding a stick of squirrel's nut butter. What does he say, and why is he there?
I can't find my puffy pants.
Man, that's a great answer because he's got some 3/4 puffy pants now. All right, well, that's it for the lightning round. You guys survived and did a fantastic job, probably better than any lightning round we've had, to be honest with you. So, again, just want to thank everybody for listening to part 2 of the holiday gift guide for the women. Again, stay tuned. For next week, we'll have the men's version of the holiday gift guide where you're going to hear more. But again, shameless plug. If you get a chance, please leave a rating review. It does help the show. It's always good to hear ways we can improve the show. And please don't forget to check out our show notes. We do have some discounts from some of our brands that we enjoy. Again, we don't get things, but Death March Running Company is one of those. Squirrels, Nut Butter, and Path Projects, you get discounts. So take a look at the show notes. Again, don't forget to leave a comment, what you would like, tag the brand, tell us what you want for your holiday gift guide or what you need, and you'll be entered into the contest for just some free stuff. Everybody likes free stuff. We're going to pay shipping, everything. There's no skin in the game. Just share us with your friends. Get out and run. Thanks, Heidi, Alex, Sarah, for joining us this year on the holiday gift guide. Appreciate all 3 of you and all your stuff. And I know there's a lot of the 3 of you most likely will be on the intranet tonight looking for things to buy, I'm sure, as I will I. So thanks again for listening to the Trail Manners podcast. We are out. Thanks for listening to the Trail Manners podcast. If you love trails as much as we do, make sure to follow Trail Manners on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, or swing by trailmanners.com for more stories, gear, donations, and ways to support the show. Got an idea, a favorite story, or someone we should talk to? Hit the contact page or email me at trailmanners@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, share it with your crew, subscribe wherever you listen, and drop a quick rating or review. Every little bit helps to keep this show running. Until next time, I'm Eric Manning reminding you, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Now go get it.